Thank you very much. Ms. Xie Yong Lee, Commissioner, Singapore Prison Service. Mr. Philip Tan, Chairman of the Yellow Ribbon Singapore. Ms. Tam Lo Keng, CEO of Mediacorp Private Limited. And graduating participants, most importantly, your friends and family, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And I'm honored to join you today to celebrate the completion of these programs, the Diploma in Social Media Marketing and Online Content Creation Program, and the Diploma in Media Content Production and Management. Social media has become more prevalent in Singapore, really very prevalent in Singapore over the last few years. If you examine the statistics, you find out that we have almost 5 million social media users, about 85% of our total population. I suspect it undercounts because many people I know, certainly I, have more than one social media account, perhaps 2 or 3. And it's hard to imagine how we ever got by without being online and being online connected to people through social media. But we also use it to get our news, do our shopping, be entertained, find out what the gossip is. You examine the statistics and it says that Singapore spend more than 2 hours, 15 minutes, 2 hours, 30 minutes a day on social media. I suspect that also is undercounting. Sometimes it feels like I spend the whole day looking at my phone. But I convince myself it's because I'm doing work as well. Video consumption has also reached an all-time high. It's not just social media, but we're watching more content. And that's part of what we do as people. We are avid moviegoers, you know. We have one of the highest per capita cinema attendances in the world. In the world, can you imagine that? That our little red dot, we make the news for different reasons. But it is something that we have to pay attention to, because this will be an important area for us to develop skills and capability here in Singapore. We are complementing what we do in the cinemas, what we do on our phones. Also, our viewing habits have evolved to include online viewing, consumption of what they call OTT video services, Netflix, Disney+, not just YouTube and social media platforms. So media giants such as Netflix and HBO Asia have established their regional headquarters here in Singapore. And they will continue to grow their content operations in Asia, but they also provide opportunities for local content creators, such as Singapore-based Infinite Studios and other filmmaking talents to develop original content for global audiences. These are exciting times. I think there's a lot of opportunity, and for the people who've been through the program, I think opportunities will continue to be created. This expansion of the media industry, the jobs that are available, it's not just an idea. You can measure it. You can put a number to it. The growth has been more than 12%, from 20,700 jobs in 2017 to more than 23,300 jobs in 2018. And the demand for media professionals in 2018 was about 24,600. So that's about 1,300 job vacancies. The creative media industry, which is online content creation, film production, is about 50%, half the total demand for media professionals. Enterprises, they project the demand to grow by another 4,500 between 2019 and 2021. So there's quite a lot of opportunity being created. So it's timely that Yellow Ribbon Singapore and Mediacorp have collaborated to train and place you and your colleagues, the inmates in the media industry. The training academy was equipped with industry-grade equipment, set up in Institution TM1 in November 2020 to drive the conduct of these 2 courses. And as you know, the training was provided by practitioners from Mediacorp Singapore Media Academy. And the course that was run was exactly the same course for their public run. So you have the full qualifications aligned to the skills framework for media. It's jointly developed by the Infocomm Media Development Authority, Skills Future, and Workforce Singapore, the same as the public has received. So every Singaporean, graduates from the program in the public, will be able to deepen their skills while building a career, participating in these national initiatives to improve career mobility and resilience. The assistance of the Yellow Ribbon Singapore movement doesn't end on graduation. There are already plans in place for Yellow Ribbon Singapore and Mediacorp to work on job placement opportunities within Mediacorp and media production houses for the graduates. There's been a virtual engagement session in March to generate awareness and acceptance of ex-offenders for employers in the media industry. And 15 industry partners and employers attended the session. Some of them, such as BDA Creative, have expressed an interest to hire graduates, give them purpose, provide a foundation to build a positive future for themselves and their families. And some of them are present here today to witness the graduation ceremony. Thank you for your involvement and your participation. And indeed, employment is a key tool to reduce reoffending and recidivism. A study done locally in the US, Professor Sumit Agarwal, suggested that YRSG's employment assistance reduced recidivism rates by 3 percentage points and improved the employment rate by about 7 percentage points. For ex-offenders, being offered a job that is that second chance that they need for them to rebuild their lives, winning back the love and trust of their families, friends, contacts. Afterwards, you're going to hear from some of our graduates. One expanded his creative skills while in prison. He was a graphic designer and a photographer who had worked with various interior design firms. He's grateful that the time spent behind bars has allowed him to progress professionally and continue honing his creative design skills. And he's emerged as the top student in his class, and he's been encouraged when several employers have expressed interest to hire ex-offenders like him at the employer engagement session. So he's developing some confidence that there are indeed those around him and in the community willing to give him a second chance to restart his life. Another graduate, a colleague of his, a second gentleman, was working in the entertainment industry as an audio and visual technician in clubs. And so he's no stranger to videography, music, and lighting, understands the background, understands the industry. When the opportunity arose for him to learn film production within prison, he took it up, and because movies had always been something that fascinated him. And through his testimonial, I think you'll hear how the course has broadened his horizons and contributes to his hopes of being a responsible father, providing for his family. To all the graduates here today, my congratulations, my heartiest congratulations to all of you. You have this spirit to seek and to strive and drive yourselves and to learn, and these are commendable. The learning curve in the program might have been steep for some of you. Some of you are coming into this for the first time without a media industry background. But I'm sure the skills and knowledge gained will prove useful in time to come. Now that you've completed the diploma program, your journey starts when you step out of prison. And I hope that you take this opportunity to remain focused, to take charge of your rehabilitation and steer clear of drugs and crime. You have come very far, and I'm confident you can do well and be successfully reintegrated and give back to society. I would very much like to thank Yellow Ribbon Singapore, the Singapore Prison Service and the officers that run the Singapore Prison Service, Mediacorp, the Singapore Media Academy, and especially the trainers for their efforts in walking in this journey with you. Congratulations. Thank you very much for inviting me to join you here today.